Clippers win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Leonard. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Russell against Jackson. Russell, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Prince wide open. Off target from outside. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. George passes to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Yeah, Paul George, too nice from that distance. Just gets up there with confidence and knocks that one down.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the dunk by Towns.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
George against Edwards. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Lays it up off the glass. Zubac has got his second bucket.
This is what Paul George gives you offensively. A guy who can create for himself, obviously, but he can do it for others and do it at a high level.
Russell passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's George. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
The defense is pretty close to Paul George, but not close enough as he powers right past him.
And here's Edwards from the arc. The shot misses. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Out to Morris. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him. The fact is, he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. And Edwards with the stuff.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
And the defense knows this. Somebody has to come over to contest.
Timberwolves trail by 4. It's Russell with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Good penetration for D'Lo right there. Real nimble on the inside. And finds an angle.
Outside Leonard. Goes up from the top of the key. No good on the shot. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Prince. And the rejection by Jackson. Oh, Moore's in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. All sorts of time. Buries the jump shot.
Consistent shooter from all 3 levels. Kawhi Leonard, the first option they typically look for, and for very good reason.
Russell dishes to Edwards. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard's counts the ball. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Russell.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Edwards. And he banks in the layup.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's George after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Prince in the corner. 3-pointer. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 6-point lead.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Morris with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
And they recover it. Outside for George. Second shot opportunity. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
Here is Edwards. Paul George making his last shot. Russell kicks to Gobert. From deep, Prince. That one misses. 3 shots, all come up empty. Los Angeles leading by 6. From the arc. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards can't hit.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Timberwolves trail by 6. To the paint. It's stolen by Morris. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
the length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to L.A., the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
The Timberwolves have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Here's Jackson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, Reggie determined that time. A great straight line angle he took, and they end up fouling him.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Morris. The layup off target. Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards dishes to Russell. And the rejection by Jackson. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Prince. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Well, he has good size at his position, and Taurean Prince, even though traffic around him doesn't speed him up. Nice shot there.
Jackson from long range. Connects from 3-point range. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Russell passes to Edwards. Back to Russell. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Jackson from long range. And another 3 for the Clippers.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid 3-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
Russell kicks to Prince. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Your Clippers, 33. The Timberwolves, 20.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And here's Russell. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. And it's Towns missing. Now Jackson. 9 points in the game so far. Offensive rebound. Out to Morris. Takes the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Russell with a wide open look. Misses the 3. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone. that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Russell looking around. Pass to Edwards. The tray. He can't get that one to fall. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Morris. And again, the Clippers good for two.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And it's Towns missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here's Zubac. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson dishes to George. The three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 4 assists in the game. Russell finds Prince to end the run. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Minnesota shooting just 34% from the floor. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Clippers. But deep three from George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's Prince outside. Russell from long range. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Edwards looking it over. Down low. Ball's knocked loose. 1:06 left to play in the third. Jackson from long range. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Jackson dishes to George. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And here's Prince outside. And it's Russell with that extra effort.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Passes to Morris. Lets the three fly. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 21. Prince kicks to Edwards. His 3-pointers off the mark. And stolen by Prince.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Here's George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handle.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of, well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers on top, up 19. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Timberwolves trail by 19. Outside Edwards. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. And you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Yeah, just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Clippers leading by 20. Leonard, that's for 2. Again, Los Angeles.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Fires from deep. Score of the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
It's stolen by Gobert. Edwards. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
A deep 3 from Leonard. And no good that time. Timberwolves go the other way with it. There's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And here's Leonard from 3. Leonard on the wing. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Off the inbound pass.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
From 10 feet out, Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Morris kicks to Leonard. There's the 3. And it's Leonard again missing. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
And here's George for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Russell passes to Towns. Count it. And 11 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all 4 other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
And George kicks to Leonard. Fires the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Bangs home the trifecta.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. It's a 16-point game.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Clippers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Leonard.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
A 3 from Morris. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns for 3. Gets a hand on it, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. A three from Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. From deep, Prince. And Edwards with the stuff.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
4 on the clock. Booker for 3.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the shooter get by him.
Pass to Gobert. To the middle, and they double up Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Gobert inside. He's against Bridges. Gobert no good. Phoenix with the ball.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves game last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down, you learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
And Phoenix has possession following the score by Minnesota. It's Booker on the wing. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. Hangs. Booker no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Floats one. Prince can't hit.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
On the wing, Crowder for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Edwards. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. The rebound by Bridges.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Ball passes to Crowder. Screen by Bridges. Booker for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Edwards against Booker. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
2 minutes.
Back to Paul. Pass to Ayton. Booker against Edwards. From 12 feet. That one rolls around and rims out. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Edwards. He drops it from range. Edwards got 7.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Bridges outside. Pass to Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. The kick out to Paul. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Ayton, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Outside Booker. 36 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bridges left side. Crowder outside to win the run. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Towns. Pass to Edwards. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. He's got 9.
Towns showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Outside Booker. And there's the screen. And he converts the layup.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in its center.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
The Suns trailing.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Booker's gotten just 1 of his 7 shots to go. Here's Towns. And that one's good.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Towns, a screen on Booker. Edwards can't hit. Bridges outside. Outside for Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. Right side, Russell. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Booker against Edwards. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Outside Booker. Up top, Paul. Back to Booker. Tipped. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Minnesota in the lead. Prince on the attack. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
3 on the clock. Booker, pass to Bridges. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Outside Russell. Lets the 3 fly. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Now Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Picked by Gobert. Towns for 3. And Ayton pulls it down.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Booker against Edwards. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Pass to Russell. Now Towns. Fader on the way. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Paul against Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And now it's just a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Puts it up from 12, and that one's long. Outside Booker. No good on the buzzer beater. Thanks very much, Allie. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Nas Reed. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Anderson can't get it to go. The Suns shooting 35% so far in this one. Craig with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Outside Payne. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Noel, no good. The Suns trailing. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Here's Sharp. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Noel. An easy 2 on the layup. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Outside Johnson. Let's go with a three. The shot comes out. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Anderson for three. It's not going to go for him. And it's Phoenix's ball. 6-point game. McDaniels against Johnson. The three from Craig. Minnesota with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Lee. Suns keep it alive. Craig up top. And another shot. Count it. And one. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. That one on Anderson.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and found a way to get the shot up and down.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to Reed. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
From downtown, he buries it from three. And now an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Payne, pass to Johnson. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Good work there as it goes.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Right side Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Over Payne. Here's Anderson. Now here's Reed. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Biyombo.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for Anderson. Prince comes in for McDaniels. Anthony Edwards has checked in for Noel. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for McLaughlin. It's deflected.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 7. 6 to shoot. Bridges, a screen on Russell. Paul passes to Bridges. Towns down low. Back to Edwards. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection.
And so it's Minnesota with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. Always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Such a wide open look.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Booker finds Bridges. Back to Booker. And here's Crowder from the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Towns for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Back to Bridges. Crowder outside. Crowder, a screen on Russell. Back to Crowder. And the layup is good off the glass.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Pass to Towns. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Outside Booker. Going inside. And Booker throws it down.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Towns for 3. Again, the miss by Towns.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
He's basically automatic from the line, not the guy you want to send there now.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Picked by Gobert. The 3 from Russell. Crowder grabs the miss. For Phoenix, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Here's the 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. And it's now just a 1-point Minnesota lead. Now here's Russell. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here.
No way to deny it. Coming down the stretch, Russell wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be the guy.
At the line for your Timberwolves.
And the second of 2 is good. And that'll put him up 2.
He missed the chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Here's Paul. Crowder outside. It's Booker on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Crowder, a screen on Edwards. Towns with the ball. Stolen by Bridges. 43 seconds left in the final quarter. Hayden with a screen. Booker, the pass to Paul. Crowder outside to take the lead. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, BA, the clock is theirs to burn.
Here's Edwards. Russell from outside. The offensive rebound.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Booker. From the arc. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with... All right, Alec, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
And in the past few years, we've seen more of an emphasis on depth from teams around the league, Steve.
Yeah, the reason why is, Kevin, the speed of the game is the reason. Health has been a big reason. And obviously, the deeper you are, the better you are and have a better chance of winning a championship.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Now here's Wall. Outside, George. Back to Wall. Here's Zubac. Makes it off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal. Covington in the corner. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Crowder. Wall passes to Covington. And it's off from three-point range. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Teron Lue and I had a few minutes to share. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Here's Booker. After the made shot from Robert Covington. It's hauled in by George.
And fought hard to make his way to the rim, but give the D credit, did just enough to force him to clank that one.
Rejected by Booker. Ball against Wall. Paul kicks to Ayton. Back to Paul. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. No clue where that pass is going. That is a brutal turnover.
Booker outside. Over George. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here is George. Shot from the top of the key. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Paul dishes to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. The Suns need to get a shot off. Covington with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Missed inside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Booker fires from way outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Ball against Wall. Covington passes to George. Zubac trying to break loose. Tries again. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Ball passes to Bridges. 30 seconds left in the first. The layup missed. Clippers leading by 5. Inside, here's Zubac. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The assist.
Zubac has got his second basket.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Here's Paul. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Leonard, that's for 2. Offline from the top of the key. And so the first quarter is in the books. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Wall with a block.
An explosive athlete with length. Wall is a threat when he contests shots.
Clippers leading by 8. On the wing, George to the middle. Leonard, no luck.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Bridges, no one around him. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges got his first 3 points of the game.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. And here is Los Angeles now. The Suns getting the bucket. Wall passes to George. Again, the Clippers.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Ball looking over the floor. Booker against George. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Booker. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Covington wide open. He fires. The shot will not fall. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker outside. Bridges outside. Inside, Covington with the steal. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back. Count that one. George has got 6.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Booker with the screen for Bridges. Over in the corner, Paul. Nifty move. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now, here's George. 6 points for him. Lets it fly. And the shot falls short this time.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Here's Bridges. Rebound by the Clippers. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Covington. Crowder pulls it in. Suns trail by 5. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. Booker left side. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. The pass to George. Plenty of space. That one goes. Count it. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Ball passes to Crowder. Ball, a screen on Covington. Over to the wing. Bridges for 3. Wall grabs the board. Oh, Covington in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. And so it's Los Angeles. Bringing the... Thank you, David, and we'll be right...
15. The Clippers, 22.
Played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. Pass to Craig. Leonard with the steal. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. And the Suns making a change here. Biombo's checked in. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. They trail by 7. Back to Payne. Suns moving the ball around. Johnson outside. Payne in the post. Covered by Wall. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Johnson. Ambo trying to break free. Offline from the high post. Los Angeles leading by 7.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now, here is George. He's got 8. Here's Zubac. Wall passes to George. The fader. And again, it's the Clippers missing. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Clippers have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Jackson kicks to Batum. Now Powell outside Jackson. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Jackson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses, protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Payne can't hit. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And at the charity stripe a season ago, he didn't miss many. 90% on the year.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Lee's checked in for Phoenix. Batum sets a screen for Kennard. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Suns trail by 13. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Jackson misses. Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Frank with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. To the inside, Johnson. Misses in close. Clippers leading by 11. Oh, Morris in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now here's Lee. The fast break opportunity. Here's Shamet. That shot off. Great D that time from Powell. A three from Morris. Cans it from downtown. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Biombo, the pass to Shamet. 6 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Shamet. Johnson with a screen on Powell. No one covering. Shamet's got 5.
When trading Shamet for Tobias Harris, the Sixers feared they were giving up a great three-point shooter, and they were right.
Jackson from long range. High post shot. And it's off the back rim. No good. Suns trail by 11. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Out to the wing. Craig against Kennard. Johnson. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. For Los Angeles, they had started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
When you look at Luke Kennard's free throw percentage, if you're the defense, you might want to keep him away from the line.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Suns. 11-point game. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Booker. 5 to shoot. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And stolen by Booker. And count it from 19 feet away. And that's now 6 points for Devin Booker.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Here's Wall. Outside, George. A 3. From deep. Wall against Paul. Here's Leonard. The offensive rebound. Leonard on the wing. Right side, Wall. Tries again. Covington setting the pick for George. From deep three-point range. Good work defensively by Crowder. Suns trail by 9. To the paint. Leonard with the steal. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And that's good for 2. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far, being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
And not just that. They're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Now, here's George. Devin Booker missing his last shot. George finds Wall. Now, here's Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. The shot by George, wide open. Gets a very good look and converts.
And this is PG's role. He's out here to shoot the ball and to do it often.
Bridges outside. Crowder, the pass to Booker. Back to Crowder. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's special.
Ball against Wall. In the corner, George with it, and stolen by Booker. Here's Bridges. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. Bridges has got it back down to within single digits for the Suns. Los Angeles has gone 5-9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Pass to George, and stolen by Booker. To the left side wing. Cole, no one around him. Good on the triple.
Quick trigger from Chris Paul, putting the shot up before the D can get on him.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. George double team. Outside, Wall. Shot clock at 6. Leonard kicks the Wall. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a three of his own.
Now here's Paul. Outside, Crowder. Crowder, a screen on George. Booker with no one around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. George against Paul. Now, here's George. Guarded closely. Covington in the corner. Outside, Wall. A three from Leonard. Kept alive. Outside, George. The Clippers again turning it over. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for the Suns. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Booker outside. Out left to the wing. Leonard against Craig. Back to Booker. And the rejection by Zubac. And here's Leonard. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was a David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Go.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the one spot. He shoots. That one's wide left.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Here's Leonard. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Pulls it, and he drains the turnaround J.
You know, that's the turnaround jumper, one of the toughest shots in the game to defend, and he pulled it off perfectly right there.
Gobert with a screen on Wall. Here's Russell, pass to Gobert. Can't get it to fall. And looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
Now here's Russell. Down low, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Leonard outside. Driving to the basket, fires at the elbow, and there's another one for the Clippers.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Towns. Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
It's George on the wing. With the drive. Leonard outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Now here's Gobert. Towns for three. Gets the three ball to go. Towns has got 5 points.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has that face-up three-point shot definitely in the offensive arsenal. You better put a hand up.
Leonard right side. The turnaround Jay. Shot clock at 5. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. On the take. No good. Good D by Covington.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Edwards with it, guarded by Covington. Here's Towns, reverses. Oh, Covington with a block.
Tremendous anticipation from Robert Covington, sends it back.
And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
So it's Minnesota now, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And stolen by Covington. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Wall, the pass to George. Goes back up. Zubac's shot is off. Minnesota in the lead. Oh, George with a steal. To the inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Back to Prince. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Outside Russell. And here's Edwards outside. With the tip. It's good on the putback.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Here's George. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. And he gets that one. George has got 7 points. Big men nowadays, Doris, some of them handle like a guard.
Well, this is the beauty and the natural evolution of having to function on the perimeter. You want to be as skilled as possible. We call it being a three-tool player, Brian. Can you dribble? Can you pass? Can you shoot? Increasingly, you must be able to do all 3.
Now here's Wall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense No problem.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns up top. Shoots over Wall. Edwards with it. Guarded now by George. And stolen by Covington. Leonard outside. George left side. Outside Wall. Leonard outside. Clippers keep it alive. Here's Zubac. It's blocked by Gobert.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Sinks the tray.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Here's Russell. Towns finds Russell. Over Wall. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And there's the drive.
Just a spectacular move. This guy, John Wall, is a nightmare to contain.
George against Edwards. Here's Gobert. Oh, Covington with a block. They get it back. It's stolen by Wall. George with it. Russell covering. Here's Wall. Back to Leonard. George for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Leonard doesn't go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. Back to Prince. Pass to Edwards. Here's Towns. Here's Prince. He's got 5. Off target from outside.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Wall, the pass to George. Three-pointer, no good. Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Towns. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Oh, got a piece of it. Here are the Clippers. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Russell. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Ooh, poked away. The Clippers in the lead. Here we go. George outside. And the jam by George.
Well, Paul George's been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And he stays with it. Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. To the left side wing. They get it again. Tries yet again. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Allie, as always, thank you.
Minnesota Timberwolves 21. The Clippers 28.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Paul George has been sensational.
I love how effortlessly he scored. the game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. And so here are the Clippers. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Puts it up from 17. For three, Covington counted from distance. Covington's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Gobert, rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor doors.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
And the big finish by Wall.
How many point guards can do that? Wall on the receiving end that time.
Towns on a screen. Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. And they'll keep possession. Second chance effort. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Covington. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Leonard can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Pass to Gobert. Outside Edwards. Gobert passes to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Covington. Gobert no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Here's Wall. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Prince with the bucket. Prince has got 7 points in the game.
Well, you know Prince is going to be aggressive. So if you're not going to make a commitment to stop him, he's going to make high percentage shots like that one.
Now here's George. He's got 14. It's blocked by Gobert. Prince on the attack to the wing, right side. Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Knocks down the long J. He's got 7.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA draft.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Edwards. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. Again, the Clippers score.
Well, just pretty form, right? Paul George, effortless as a scorer.
Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Gobert passes to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Pass to Towns. The 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. George outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Towns down low. Zubac there. No good with a layup. Here's George. It's blocked by Gobert. Russell against Zubac. Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns can make face-up perimeter jump shots, no doubt. But when he's got this part of his game cooking, look out.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Shooting violation, John Wall.
Good on the second one.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
Now here's Edwards. Russell to pass to Gobert. Now here's Towns. Back to Gobert. And here's Russell. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Russell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Graham.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
And the Clippers with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Leonard can't get it to drop. Some solid defense from Russell. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Gobert. Pass to Prince. Back to Gobert. Outside Russell. And stolen by Covington.
Boy, the explosiveness of John Wall just creates such havoc for defenders. So fast, and the ability to get vertical as well.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Prince down low. Leonard defending. Pass to Gobert. Zubac with the steal. Here's Wall. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert with it. Inside. And he banks in the layup.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
To the inside. Here's George. To the middle. Here's Zubac. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Left side, Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Edwards finds Russell. Back to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Here's George. Leonard for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
George outside. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Leonard outside. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. They get it back. Back to George. It's Covington on the wing. From outside, off the mark. And for Minnesota, they're shooting pretty well at 45%. Here's Gobert. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
That's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with a screen on Russell. Leonard's got room. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Pass to Towns. Back to Prince. Towns down low. Covered by Covington. Zubac with the steal. It's tipped. It's Edwards on the wing. Changes up. Leonard pulls down the board. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Picked by Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. George outside. There's the 3. Back to Leonard. George outside. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here on... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3. Now here's Paul. 6 on the shot clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with 2 incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
And it's Russell missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Bounce pass from Paul. Booker outside. Shoots the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. First quarter, just over a minute played. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, thank you, David. Now, Prince. After D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. Passes it to Gobert. Russell from long range.
Oh, as a defender, Paul can be so frustrating, using his quickness to stay on top of it.
This is his first free throw of the game. A free throw drops for Gobert. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. The pass to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. Paul's shot is off. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Here's Russell, following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Ball against Russell. Here's Prince. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. He dishes it to Bridges. Back to Booker. Changes up. Offensive rebound. Ayton finds Crowder. Here's Paul, and the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Booker. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Ayton. Another shot. The kick out to Crowder. Beyond the arc. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Russell looking around. Back to Edwards. Pass to Russell. And there it is for him.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
The Suns trailing. And here is Paul. Booker outside. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today. This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tied it up.
Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Booker up top. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Prince outside. There's the triple. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it out to Paul. It's all tied in Phoenix. We'll get things started in the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Paul. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. And there's Bridges on the assist by Paul.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passes of all time.
Edwards looking it over, fires the 3. They get it back. The Suns leading. Down low. Leaps for it. Passes it to Ayton. Wide open look. That one doesn't go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Inside and stolen by Booker. Bridges against Edwards. Bridges a screen on Prince. Back to Bridges. Kicks to Crowder. On the wing, Booker. It's stolen by Gobert. Prince wide open. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Prince has got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Crowder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Booker. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
He's got the finesse. Booker with a feathery finish.
Outside, Russell to the left wing. Outside, Towns. He kicks to Edwards. To the paint, Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Paul looking over the floor. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then, up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Kicks to Gobert. Russell with pocket 6. Here's Prince. Fires to the hoop. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Here's Crowder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
Here's Prince. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Prince has got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Paul passes to Bridges. Edwards against Booker. All three off the mark. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Towns finds Gobert. Gobert with a screen on Ayton. Towns, no luck.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The kick out to Crowder on the wing. Bridges. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Right side Towns. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Booker against Towns. Ayton at the elbow. The kick out to Crowder. Suns moving the ball around. And stolen by Prince. Russell dishes to Edwards. It's all tied in Phoenix.
The Timberwolves, 16. Get ready for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. On the court for Minnesota. Naz Reid out there with Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin into the point. Here's McLaughlin. For the lead. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Reeves got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Diambo, the pass to Payne. Now Shamet. And the pass to Šarić. Out to Payne. Shot clock at 6. The dish to Šarić. Good D by Anderson. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Reed kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Noel. McDaniels with the ball. Releases. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Reed the pass to Anderson. It's stolen by Šarić. Here's the break. Here's Shamet. A miss that time would have put him up. Minnesota in the lead. Passes it to Anderson. Shamet with the steal. For the lead. From outside the arc. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. Here's McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And talking about Dario Šarić, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Ambo trying to break free. Payne's shot is good. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Noel. They trail by 1. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Right side, Lee kicks to paint. Five on the clock. There's the pass to Shamet. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Just lost his head out there. It'll happen if you're pushing a little too hard.
Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining.
Hangs. It's hauled in by the Suns. Lee outside. Dishes to paint. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Phoenix lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Anderson, and Anderson slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot, but when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Shamet after the basket by Minnesota. He kicks it to paint. Second chance shot. Lee outside. Pass to Shamet. The second chance effort. It's not going to go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. A nice shot by McDaniel. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Lee outside. In the corner. Shamet with it. From past the arc. Tries again. Crafty move. And it's Lee getting it to go. Lee's got his first basket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
McDaniels finds Reed. Timberwolves passing it around. Shoots it up. The putback. On the wing, Lee. Reed with the block. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Answers out there for Phoenix. Now, here's Bridges, following the shot by Chris Paul. Bridges kicks to Booker. Buries it from 3-point range.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
They recover it.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Towns finds Gobert. And he could not get that one to go. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Times make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these...
The ruling on the floor stands.
To make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. Gobert. Russell with a wide-open look. Knocked away. And he stays with it. Gobert dishes to Towns. There's Russell with a three. They get the rebound. Jacks up a three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Suns leading by 5. Booker outside. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Bridges outside. Out to the right wing. Bridges sets the screen for Paul. Back to Bridges. Nice D from Russell.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Edwards drives in. That one falls. Now it's just a 3-point Phoenix lead.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Booker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Booker's got 8 points in the quarter.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Towns for 3, and stolen by Eaton. And stolen by Prince. Towns with it, out guarded by Crowder. Nice shot by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Now here's Paul. Lets it go from 11. Misses off the left iron. Timberwolves trail by 3. Right side Towns. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
Now here's Crowder. Back to Paul. Six to shoot. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
This is Paul's veteran know-how becoming a factor. He is not afraid of these moments.
Russell kicks to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
On the wing, Booker. No screen on Edwards. Out to the right wing. Back to Booker. Trying to get open. It's Crowder. No good from Booker. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards kicks to Russell. Gobert the pass to Russell. Kicks it out to Prince. To the inside. Here's Towns. Count.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Timeout call. The Suns. They're trailing by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3. But they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Booker looking around. He dishes it to Crowder. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
5 seconds left in the game. so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here.
Here's the shot from earlier as the Suns arrived at the arena. They're looking to leave town on a winning note tonight. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Covington no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Paul with a steal. Now Booker uses the glass to finish the layup.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Now here's Crowder. Here's Paul. Covington grabs the board. Leonard against Paul. And here's Zubac. Back to Covington. Up and over Crowder. They get it back. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Crowder with it. Checked by Wall. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Leonard. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Pass to Ayton. No one near him. And too long on the shot.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Leonard for 3. The Clippers rebound. George with it. They set the pick. Shoots over Booker. George's shot is off. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Here's Wall. The Suns getting their last shot to go. Here's Leonard. A shot to stop the drought.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
He hits the second from the line.
And Kawhi Leonard continuing in the offseason to tinker with his game, trying to find ways to improve upon it, always working hard to bring something out the next season.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Up top, Bridges. Leonard defending. Crowder inside, working on Covington. Crowder, that's good. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And so here are the Clippers, following the score by Phoenix. Great positioning on the putback.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Paul against Wall. Outside Booker, puts up a 3. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game. The Clippers trail. And he lobs it up. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. The 3 from Ayton. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Leonard passes to Wall. Got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. To the paint. From 10 feet away.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a lot of things. He turns guys over, he blocks shots, he's got great hands. He affects a lot defensively. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
DeAndre Ayton, second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for two.
And Leonard drops them both. 17 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Booker. 4 seconds left. The shot won't fall.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Suns on top. They're up by 3. And good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Phoenix.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Here's Wall. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Outside Booker. Well, Brent, comparing eras, a touchy subject. But how do you juxtapose the era of your father, Rick, in the 60s and 70s, to your era, and even nowadays?
Well, I think between the rule changes, the adoption of the three-point line, and the skill and growth and all the technology and science behind players, that it's really, really difficult to look back 25 years ago and compare the game. Just the game itself, B.A., let alone talking about players and their skills.
Good. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Down low. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Bridges against Leonard. Bridges outside. Back to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With a 9-footer. And another basket for Phoenix.
That's why Chris Paul is so special, is because he can just navigate around pick and rolls, find open areas, and there's just no defense for that.
George, right side. Outside Covington. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker. I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Out to Bridges. Three-pointer. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. George passes to Zubac. Back to George.
2 minutes remaining.
Poke loose. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Ayton. Out to Bridges. Pass to Paul. 1:43 left in the first half. George against Booker. Back to Paul. Beyond the arc. That one misses. He's 1 for 3.
Well, he definitely forced that shot, guys. He had plenty of time to adjust himself and kick the ball out and look for a better shot. Have to give credit to the defense there, too.
Leonard for 3. And And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
On target from range. Morris has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Bridges against Kennard. Bridges misses. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Jackson finds Batum from 18 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. The Suns leading. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. Jackson against Paul. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Crowder outside. Blocked!
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
And the first
14, the Suns, 17.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Marcus Morris out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brent.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Back to Powell. Pass to Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. 16 feet out. He can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. And here's Kennard. Takes the 3. Jackson can't get it to go.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Shots good by Saric.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch, and in close, he's effective.
Batum with a screen on Payne. Jackson with another miss. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Shamet. Powell covers. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Clippers making a change here. Leonard's checked in. Payne with it. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Lee. 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Clippers have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Batum. Stolen by Payne. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Šarić. The three is up. Cal pulls it in.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Here's Batum. To stop the drought. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Biyombo.
And Batum playing with some aggressiveness here, drawing that foul.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Shamet, no good. The Clippers trail. And he's going for the lob. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Pass to Lee. It's Shamet on the wing. 1:10 left in the third. Here's Lee. Now here's Biyombo. Outside Payne. It's Shamet on the wing. Off the mark there with a three. The Clippers have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Here's Leonard. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career. That had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Outside Booker. George with the block.
Oh, George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Covington passes to Zubac. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Give that one to Jay Crowder.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Paul. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. We've got more in store for you right after this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Clippers shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That puts him in the lead. George has got his first 3 points of the game.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. And stolen by Covington. Wall against Paul. Outside Covington. Pass to Leonard. Fires it from 18. No good, off the front rim.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
First personal foul.
And the free throw, no good.
Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers? So a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Leonard outside. To the paint. The kick out to Wall. 5 to shoot. George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brent, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Tipped away and stolen by Paul. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Crowder with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Back to Crowder. Paul against Wall. Paul with the bucket.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
George outside. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Back to Wall. Pass to George. And here's Zubac. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George, just selfless on that play.
Wall against Paul. Ayton with it. Outside for Booker. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
How about that? Ayton showing why he was picked first overall. That's a reason.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Wall, the pass to George. Over Booker. Stolen by Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Back to Paul. To the middle. Stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Throws it up high. Covington, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
1:21 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Booker. Crowder outside. Pass to Paul. Just 5 on the clock to take the lead. And Ayton with the lay-in. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Leonard, right side. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. And Phoenix has possession. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. To the left wing. Here's Ayton. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Right, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
When you look at all the turnovers, boy, what a way to drive your coach crazy.
Yeah, your game plan means nothing if your players can't execute.
Covington, a screen on Crowder. Launches a 3. Can't knock in the 3. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Oh, and another opportunity for DeAndre Ayton to step to the line and show some growth. Will he be confident knocking these down?
Timeout called. The Clippers. They're behind by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the final quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
I don't know if they should be greedy here and go for a 3. I'd take it to the basket, get a high percentage shot.
Oh,
what a play!
That's going to count! That's going to count!
Wow! The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
Man, I'm just blown away. absolutely as clutch as you can get. People are going to be talking about that shot for a long time.
So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. Thanks, Allie. Great